industry gossip, sports, entrepreneurship and business, fashion, and social media craziness.
Hi guys, happy Friday, yay! How has your Friday been? Mine has been, my mom is watching from next to me and she's echoing what I'm saying right now, so sorry about that technical difficulty. But my Friday has been amazing. That's all I can say. This week has been actually really, really good. A lot of things going on career-wise and family-wise, and being able to spend actually a lot of time in Houston this week. So it's been really good. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got a natural glow going on here. I've got the Diva light going. I got a new Skype. It's a Logitech Skype. You can use it with Facebook Live, but it's a new camera. So I don't know if you can tell that, but I look really good on the computer. You can actually see contour and shine. Maybe a little too much shine. I don't know. I've got a lot of sun today. It's really hot in Houston, and people are talking to me. Someone said really something bad on Instagram, and you can go somewhere with that. We don't want anything negative because today's been so great, and we're going to keep going with that. I want to start out again with, as like I always do, with motivation. And since it's been such a motivational weekend and a lot of things have been happening, I want to talk about sharing your ideas. A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people that I know just kind of sit on their ideas and don't really know how, one, or don't really or afraid to express those ideas, give those ideas out to people. And I know, and we talked about this, I'll fill you in on why I decided to discuss this topic, because this week I was actually had a sit-down Skype call with Nicole Richie. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was chosen as an entrepreneur to discuss my idea of a TV show. Already, you guys know Comida Caliente, and talk about what I'm losing my train of thought because my mom's distracting me. We got to talk about our ideas and get advice from Nicole. And one of them was, how do we, it's a scary thing to talk about a creative endeavor that you might have, that you're excited about, that you haven't told anyone about. And a lot of people think, like, why me? What's so special about my idea? Or, is it really that great? Is it not that great? Will people be like, you're crazy, you're not crazy? And let me tell you, coming from my mouth and coming from somebody who's had numerous creative endeavors and ideas, you are not crazy. And it is the first thing to do is to actually tell somebody about your idea, if it's your friend or if it's your mother, or if it's just, somebody that truly cares about you, and no one's going to look at you and make you feel crazy. And if they do, then that's even more motivation to actually start and create the idea. I remember when I first started singing, or when I told my mom, and I looked at my mom and I was like, you know what? I'm going to move to New York City, I'm going to record an album, and I'm going to become a pop star. And of course, she looked at me and she was like, okay, that's great. You have your education, so you can now go and do whatever the hell you want to do. Good luck. And I did it. Of course, there's many trials and tribulations of my story and everything that I went through in New York to get where with an album and a record label and things like that. But that was just one idea. Sorry, my shirt is crooked. That was just one of my crazy ideas. Of course, Comida Caliente was a crazy idea as well, to involve my family and to bring them about. The salsa, we were selling our salsa. But I think the most important key is that if you feel confident with yourself and what you're talking about, and organize it, write it down, figure out, well, what can happen with this, what can go wrong with this, what can go right with this. Here's the exact plan of what I really want to do and how I want to attack it and put it into play. I think that's the first huge step. And to talk about it with people that find a mentor that's in the same field. Talk about it with your family members, again, friends, close friends. And key is to find, again, somebody that's kind of in the business already. For me, like another recording artist or someone who does stuff digitally. I found out and I learned a lot from Maureen with 1218 Media on how to produce a show, how to executive produce a show. And I'm still learning because you can never stop learning and creating. So key for motivation today is that if you have an idea, a creative endeavor, or you want to create an idea, you've been sitting on this whole plan for the last 2 years and you just don't think it's really going to work. I watched what is it called, Mom? Madame Secretary, the show that you watched? Madam Secretary. And a lady on that show sat for 2 years on a plan that I'm not sure what it was about or what it was going. I didn't get the full information. I came into it at the end of the show, but she sat on it for 2 years before she gave it to Secretary of the State. And when she finally did give it to the Secretary of State, she loved it. She not only loved the plan, she put the plan in action, and the girl got a promotion. But it took her 2 years to actually become strong enough and confident enough to give someone this plan. And she could have been somewhere 2 years, it could have been already in action 2 years ago. Hey, Jackie. No, I don't speak in Russian. And bags of shoes. Hey, Jermaine. Amen. Praise. So what I'm saying is that don't be afraid. Everyone has these ideas, and that's what like the Follow My Feet campaign is about, is to hear like young people that are so creative and are out there like thinking this, that, or the other. I want to do this, the other. And I think that's like truly inspiring that for people who can actually enact on these ideas. And I mean, no idea is ever too crazy, because if you see what reality TV is now, if you see what's on the news, if you see what politics is now, nothing can be more crazier than what we're already going through. So with that said, share your ideas, be open to positivity, be open to negativity, but be open to the possibility that you can be the entrepreneur that you want to be. And hello everybody on Facebook. You are again on the Mic with Stefani V. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had a show. I've been traveling a lot and doing a lot of craziness, and but I'm glad to be back. I am wearing this little dress here. This is a pin that's actually my great-grandma's pin. It's her initials are on it. It's Facunda Sandoval. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really cool. And today I had a really cool meeting with Comida Caliente that just solidified to me the fact of what we're talking about. If you have an idea, it can come to action. It can be exactly what you want it to be. Just put it into play. Yay! Let me get some thank you. I'm so glad you guys are on the mic with me today. I do have an Instagram page that you can go to, and it is called On the Mic with Stefani V. I am not live on that page today. I'm actually on my page, Stefani Vara. Of course, I have 5 million different pages, but you can catch me live today on Stefani Vara page. So, you guys, we're going to move right on to Chisme. That is right. So much is going on. And let's just start off by talking a little bit about, yes, the new couple on the block, I should say. And that is, dun, 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 Arod and JLo. Yes, guys. Jennifer Lopez has moved on to a baller. Well, a former baller, baseball player, baller, whatever you guys think Arod was in his career. Obviously one of the best baseball players to play the sport, minus all the accusations of steroids, blah, 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 blah. We won't get into that. But currently, JLo and Arod have been heating it up in the nights with... No one has really specifically come out and said that they are together, but Arod actually was on The View today and said that it is official. They are official, and they are happy, and he really thinks she's spicy, and she's the nicest person, and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, good for JLo and Arod. I don't know what you guys think. Is this just too many partners for JLo? Like, is she getting to that age where it's just like not sexy anymore? Or do you guys feel like she's hit a new plateau in her, and who cares how old you are? Get it going. You know, just do what you need to do. I mean, I'm kind of both ways. I guess with JLo, she's still sexy. She's still fine, even at her older age. But, you know, I guess I would be doing the same thing if I had millions of dollars and I wasn't married, and, you know, she has her babies, her coconuts, as she calls them. And so, you know, hi Nancy. So good for her. Hi Sylvia. Hi Shaba. Hi Pete. You know, good for her. Let's see who's commenting. Did they date in the past? I don't know. I kind of lose track with her dating. She kind of stays monogamous with like one person for a while. But, okay, enough of JLo. Let's move on. What else is going on? Oh, guys, did you guys happen to see... Oh, you go JLo. Okay, Nancy, I see you. People are rooting for JLo. You know, hey, to each their own, exactly. I mean, A-Rod's pretty good looking as well. So, damn it, but that's all I'm going to say about that subject. Do you guys see that the Atlanta Bridge, I-85... collapsed today? I don't know if any people that are following me from Atlanta, but what WTH? I mean, how does a whole freeway in the middle, I mean, I don't even know if it was rush hour or what, and I don't even know what was, supposedly there was something underneath the freeway, but half of the freeway collapsed. Like, now, and that's I-85. You guys know that's a really, really busy freeway in Atlanta. I've driven on it a couple times, and I'm just like, how in the world, and these days, can you imagine driving on the freeway and all of a sudden, I mean, it's terrible. I don't even know if there was any fatalities or somebody got hurt, but it literally dropped. Supposedly there was something underneath that exploded. I don't know. Bad infrastructure. That is crazy. You're right. Mom says, who hasn't JLo dated? That's right as well. You know, again, we're going to keep it with what Jermaine says, to each their own. Go JLo. And I hope Atlanta can get it together. Bad infrastructure. That's terrible. Be careful. You guys know that I hate the Kardashians, but you know, whatever. They just came out with their new season, and did anybody happen to watch the episode where Kim got robbed? Anybody? Okay, well, I thought it was really, I thought she was really telling the truth. I don't know how I feel about, you know, everybody keeps saying that it was fake, it didn't really happen, it was for the this or that, but I really feel like she got robbed, and I kind of feel bad that I even actually said that it could be, you know, a ploy for publicity stunt or for the show, and it potentially could be a made good enough gossip for the show and publicity stunt. I don't know, but you know, poor Kim, and now she's back on social media doing it up. I guess her little 6 months of took care. I mean, if someone robbed me to my death, it put a gun to my head and put tape over my mouth and wrap my legs, I mean, I would really, I mean, I know this is how she makes her money, but I would really have to think twice about whether I was going to get back on Snapchat. But I guess that's just, again, I guess the theme of this episode is to each their own, because, Lord, that would just take a lot for me to get back on Facebook, especially if I had 2 babies at home and a husband. So, moving right along, new couple alerts. Naya Rivera and David Spade, supposedly E! Entertainment. said that they were a couple. I don't know. I honestly really don't care. I think Naya Rivera, she married, she got pregnant really quick after she dated Big Sean. Just not really exciting couple. But David Spade, like, that doesn't even go. Like, he's really skinny, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like it goes to me. Other big news is BET. Oh, man, they've been going through some difficulties, or I don't know what's going down over there, but something's going down over there. Stephen Hill resigned, and he was director of programming there. He's been there for over 20 years, or 18 years, I believe. And Deborah Lee, who's the president or owns BET, just wrote a letter today saying that he had resigned. So it's actually, BET has been doing good. I know they had the new edition out, and they recently, a lot of their shows have been doing really well, and so I'm not too sure what the gossip is going on over there, but either he's moving to another network, or he's created his own network, or something gossipy went down that nobody's really talking about yet. But you know that the media outlets are going to get to that as soon as possible, because BET is huge. It's huge. Chance the Rapper, he donated $10K to 12 Chicago schools. Go Chance the Rapper. If there's what we need in this world, it is some positivity, and what can we do best is to donate it to our schools, especially in Chicago. So much negativity coming from there, people talking so negative about schools and the killings and the shootings, and nobody really taking action into making changes there, especially political people. And so if a celebrity, Chance the Rapper, a philanthropist, has to get in the move and make changes there, go for it. I give, well, you know what, let's give Chance the Rapper a clap real quick. That's what I thought. Go Chance. But you guys, the biggest achievement of the day, and it breaks my heart, but Mom, is this her birthday, or is this
an anniversary?
The anniversary of her death is today.
Right.
So the anniversary of my idol, and maybe that's why I don't keep up with the dates, because March is her birthday as well, or April or something like that. But Selena Quintanilla. It's been 22 years, I believe. What was it saying?
20 something.
22 years since her death, and wow, I mean, look at how much. I mean, she's still an idol to most Mexican Americans, and more people know of who she is. She's had her MAC collection come out, in which I have all of the colors. Booyah. She has had specials, and they've done Fiesta del Flor in Corpus Christi, and just so much has come from her passing, which is, to me, the ultimate sad, because it's no more really good of Selena music, and that is what I loved most about Selena, was her music. And so I know that her brother is still producing and playing, and her sister is doing the same. Not so much playing, but still making sure that the legend of what Selena, everything that Selena wanted to do creatively, is still taking place. I spoke to a friend of hers, sisters, and she said that she was going to do everything that Selena planned out, from her fashion to her makeup to her show. She was going to make sure that all of that happened in memory of her sister and what her sister stood for. And I think that that's awesome. You know, I think it's hard to continue, especially she's such a legacy, but to still be able to take her wishes and make them come true even when she's not here. I know a lot of the radio stations were playing Como la Flor today, and you know, all of her other songs, and she will truly be missed. And you know, and my mom's distracting me again because she's playing music. This is the last time that Deanie is going to be sitting in the room when I'm doing a live taping, because she's distracted me 20 times. Anyway, moving on from Selena.
Today's Cesar Chavez Day.
And today as well, guys.
Famous quotes.
Today, again, if you didn't know, is Cesar Chavez Day. And, you know, some of his quotes are, "The fight is never about grapes or lettuce. It is always about the people. We need to help cherish and preserve the ethnic and cultural diversity that nourishes and strengthens our community and this nation." So happy Cesar Chavez Day. It's so rare. I was just telling a friend of mine that, as a Mexican American, we lack in idols, like to look up to and to people to want to be like. And Cesar Chavez, I'm waiting for the movie for him. I know there's been one. I know there's been a couple, but if there's someone that has fought for us and can still continue to, a lot of his quotes were for the people. So again, happy Cesar Chavez Day. Thank you to Me Too. They actually have a little quote for him and stuff. It's the 5 quotes that are still relevant today. So check them out. I'll actually put some on my Facebook page as well. Thanks, Mother, for that special touch. Let's move on to sports. Yeah, what's going on with sports? I don't know. So much basketball and so much. Making sure that the legend of what's going on, everything that's sports. Could you leave the room? Moving on to sports, guys. She's really just getting on me. Randy Moss has decided to come out of retirement to play soccer. Why? Why? Why do we care? I don't know why Randy Moss has decided to play soccer. Maybe it's for a special cause. But yes, Randy Moss has decided to come out of retirement to play soccer. Okay, moving right along. Colin Kaepernick, has he found a team? I think it's crazy that a lot of these teams are not trying to pick him up because of his political views and what a stands that he made about not wanting to stand for the national anthem. And I feel like, judging someone not by their talents, but by judging someone by their political views is wrong. He's obviously extremely talented, and I just feel like he's been donating money still to different charities that he's really involved with. And so why is it that we can't look at a person and be like, I believe in him because of what he stands for, instead of I believe in and I don't want to deal with any more of this politics and issues that he has, because it's just too much. It's negative for the team. Of course, it's the NFL. Of course, they want all positivity, blah, 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 blah. But, I think it's wrong. And I feel like I hope that he does find a team that will pick him up, because I think he deserves to play. Maybe not his first string, second string, whatever. But that's strictly my opinion. It's like, yeah, let's see, very talented, great position. Yes, thank you, Jermaine. Thank you so much for commenting today, guys. I know that it's Friday. Everybody's out and about. We had a wonderful day today in Houston. So beautiful. And yeah, so that's about it for sports. Baseball is going on. I think they're rearing the end of their preseason, and so camp is almost done and the real games are about to start. I think I'm going to head to a couple of Astros games this year. Maybe if I would love to sing the national anthem at the Astros game. So if anybody from the Astros is looking for someone to fill in for the national anthem, spring training, excuse me, John. Thank you. Spring training for baseball is about to end. I'm getting my terms wrong for sports, but yeah, spring training is about to end. But going back to singing the national anthem, if anybody knows anyone at with the Astros team marketing, if you're looking for anyone to sing the national anthem, find me at StephanieVar.com. info@StephanieVar.com. Yes, please. Anyway, let's move on from sports, because we know that baseball is boring. Yes, I know. If y'all can say anything exciting about baseball, let me know. But you know what, guys? We're going to move on, because you all know that I sing and then do the Astros play-by-play. Yes, John, thank you for commenting. Guys, I have 5 frequent flying tips for you today. Let me see, what, no. Okay, that works. 5 frequent flying tips. It is spring break for a lot of people, or a lot of people don't know that spring break might be over, but we are getting into the warm season. We are getting into summer, and people are flying for the first time. People are flying more frequently, And since I'm a frequent flyer, my mom's a flight attendant, we know what's going down on the planes, what questions are asked. I'm going to give you 5 simple tips that you need to know before you head to the airport this spring or summer. I'm going to actually put up a Facebook post that I did about a couple years ago where I did give my Facebook tips. But I'm going to start out with one. One of my special tips, and this is good, guys, is that bring an empty water bottle with you. You don't know how many people get on the plane, and as my mom has said before, and ask for a cup of water. Now, that is all fine and dandy if you need to take a pill or medicine or something like that. But if you're just thirsty, you should have already either come on the plane with a bottle of water, you need to fill your bottle of water up, or make sure you're hydrated. I mean, you're about to get on an airplane. It drives me crazy. So what I do is either I'll bring because you can't get through security with a bottle of water, obviously. So bring an empty plastic bottle through security. And if you don't want to spend money, you go to the water fountain. I know San Francisco airports have they have the water refills now. They're very eco-friendly. A lot of the airports have been have those at the airports. So you don't need to spend money. And if you feel like, water bottle at the airport is $3 to $4. So bring your own plastic water bottle. A lot of people are bringing these, plastic ones that they put in their purse and in your travel bag. Carry that around. Add some water to it. You can ask people for ice. Even Starbucks might even fill it up for you. But don't come on the plane without having a drink, or don't ask a flight attendant for a cup of water. Just FYI, I'm speaking from flight attendants one-on-one, mouth-to-mouth. So here we are. Number 2, segundo, is to bring a blanket. Yes, bring a blanket, people. Guess what? It's cold on the plane. It's always been cold on the plane. It's not warm. It is cold when you fly. It is cold in an airport. It is cold on the plane. So what do? Bring your own blanket. No, they don't give out blankets anymore since the bird flu, and pillows since the bird flu. So there's disease. You want to share a dirty blanket with someone that's already used it? That's disgusting. So bring your own blanket. Bring your own pillow. There are no pillows anymore. Bring your own sweater. I always travel with a little mini black sweater. Yes, my boyfriend does not like it, but it is a cute sweater where if I have a tank top on, I can throw it over. If I'm cold during the flight, I have something to keep my legs warm. Like, there should never be a time where you're traveling and you don't have anything to keep you warm. Also, wear socks. Bring a little bit of travel socks. If you have flip-flops on, bring a little travel sock, a knee sock in your bag. So that way, if your feet are cold, you can put the socks on. Who's commenting? Unless you are in first class. But even in first class, sometimes they can't give you something to drink. So yeah, hi. Thank you, spoiled Latina. But you're right. Sometimes in first class, now if you're really doing it in first class, you get socks, you get an amenity kit, you get whatever. But if you're just doing domestics, you get a drink. So first and foremost. Anyway, but please, please, please bring a pair of socks. And let me tell you guys, if you are going to the restroom, put your shoes back on. Put your shoes and put your socks back on. There is pee on the floor. There is who knows what else is going on the floor. But there's been numerous times where I've seen, or my mother has told me, that people have gotten up with no shoes on, no socks on, and gone into the bathroom. And I want to have heart failure. You're going to get staph infection. You're going to get some type of disease. If you have a cut on your foot, it's just disgusting. So I think that was tip number 2. Please make sure to bring shoes. Make sure to bring socks, a sweater, a blanket, and a pillow. I know that's a lot, but put it in your little travel kit bag, and you are good to go. All right, let's move on to number 3. Please now bring some food. Bring a snack. Put some almonds in your bag. Put a granola bar in your bag. Put a Snickers in your bag. If you're not a healthy eater, if you want Cheetos, Doritos, whatever you need on a plane to make you feel comfortable. Because guess what? Sometimes you don't know if they're going to be selling food. Sometimes you don't know if they're going to have food. Sometimes they may be all out of food and you're starving. I know a good story is my sister, when she was pregnant, they were going from plane to plane. Got to their second plane, thought, oh, I definitely am going to get a meal, you know. And yes, again, if you're in first class, you may be getting that meal. You may not be getting that meal. It's, you know, depending on the flight time. But she got to there, and all they were giving out was snack boxes. Well, for a pregnant woman, almonds and some cream cheese and crackers is just not going to work. And she bought 4 snack boxes in order to be fulfilled. So and they're not cheap. Those are not cheap. When you can bring some popcorn or a bag of chips or pick up something from the airport, which isn't that inexpensive either if you're not trying to, you know, spend too much money. So guys, I always bring some almonds. I actually love taking some popcorn. Obviously they're going to give you a drink, but you never know on a plane what you're going to get, and you never know when you're going to be delayed. Fourth is the travel bag. I carry around a small little mini travel bag. It's like this. And I carry a small deodorant. I carry a toothbrush and floss. I carry a small lotion. I carry about 20 million lip glosses because you never know what day you want to wake up and you want to change your gloss. I like the orange. I like my hot pinks. I love, you know, but that's just me. That's just me. Put a chapstick in there. Pick your lip gloss of the color of your choice. I pick bobby pins, Advil for sinus, a travel perfume. You know, you can get the roll-on travel perfumes. Those are perfect. You can also go to Sephora and get them to spray you a little travel size or a tester so that you can say, I'm traveling, I just need a tester of the Tom Ford Black Orchid, which is my favorite. And, you know, you can take that with you. There's no need to travel with your 4 ounces of, you know, Chanel for 2 days. So carry that. Plus, you never know when you're going to smell. The worst fear of me is to get on a plane and sit by somebody who did not put on deodorant that day. Or if I've just been running all day rampant and haven't had a chance to, you know, clean myself up, and where I smell rampant. Not that you want to spray too much perfume, but you don't want to stink. And so another really good thing to keep in mind is to have your Neosporin. There's a lot of times where you cut yourself a Band-Aid or something like that, and I always keep around Neosporin. That's like kind of like the, you know, when your mom, your Mexican mom, I don't know if she was to take your Robitussin or put Windex on it. Mine is put some Neosporin on it, is because that clears up anything, any little cut, nails, blah 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 blah. Neosporin. So that was my tip for number 4. Get your little travel bag together, put your little goodies in there, put it aside if it's right into your bag, along with your socks, your little flats, and your sweater. You can wrap your pillow around your purse and throw in a little blanket. You're so set. That's it. That's all you need with your water bottle and your snacks. You guys, so many people come on the plane not wearing appropriate clothes. You know, I know United just had the issue with the leggings. That was a whole separate situation. That was, you know, dealt with company policy. We, you know, if we're a flight attendant or we know a flight attendant, we're using a buddy pass, you got to look good. You got to look good for the company. You're representing the company. Now, anybody else who's flying and has purchased their seat, yes, you can, like Christy Teigen said, wear a scarf and jeans. But obviously those people didn't. I'm not going there because, you know, I'm just not talking about United. But my 5th and final tip is, because my mother is a flight attendant, but be nice to your flight attendants. And remember, they're there for your safety and concern. Yes, we are there to, you know, give you this or feed you drinks, whatever. But if that plane is going down, you're going to want to make sure you're really friendly to the person that could potentially save you. So remember, safety first for flight attendants, and be nice, you know. Anyway, that is all for me today. I want to give a good shout out to the women's. I'm going to be performing, you know, wait, let me give you a nice clap for that. Those were some exciting tips. So if you forgot them, you can go to my Facebook page, and I'm going to post up a little video for you, so that just so you can remember when you're flying next time and you're like, what should I bring? Here's Stephanie's tips. There you go. Good shout out. I am going to be performing at the Women's Empowerment Expo in DC. Yay! Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Guys, this week has been awesome. I did my Skype video with Nicole Richie. I think I might be giving away some tickets if you are in DC and you would like to come see me perform. Plus, it's going to be so many amazing people there, speakers. It's about women empowerment, and that's what it's all about these days, bringing women together. But also, there's going to be some great performances, booths. If you want to go, if you are in DC, I might be giving some tickets away, but stay tuned for the contest and what you'll need to do to get those tickets. Also, thank you so much at Microsoft and Levo for having Comida Caliente come on and us get to talk about our show and for season 2. Exciting things are coming for Comida Caliente, guys, and I can't burst my bubble yet. I'm so excited. But this goes back to show you that when you have a vision and you have a dream, it can happen, and it may not be at this time that you want it to happen, but it's all about timing and it's all about preparation. And with Comida Caliente, it is getting there. So if you're in Houston, stay excited, stay tuned. We are coming to a show near you. Yay! Let me put some claps on that. Anyway, that's all for me, guys. You are on the Mic with Stefani V. Tune into my Facebook page, Real Stefani Var. Tune into my Instagram page, Stefani Var, on the Mic with Stefani V. Tune into Casa de Vara, Comida Caliente. We got things going, and stay tuned because we got salsa and a new batch coming out soon. All right, talk to you soon. Besos. Peace.